Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode here at Tribal Trades, the Altcoin Show, coming at you daily as per your request. Well, 6 days a week, and on the seventh day we do the stock show on Sunday, the weekly stock show that we've started just over the last couple of weeks. I'm excited for that one there. But wherever you are tuning in from around the world, I want to welcome you to the channel. And those of you who are regular watchers, you know what I'm about to say. Smash that like button, helps get the content out to more people and help support the channel. I do really appreciate that, and all of the kind words, comments, encouragement. Absolutely fantastic. Sharing the amazing gains that you have all made on some of the altcoins that I've been sharing on this channel. Absolutely fantastic. I couldn't have started this altcoin show with better timing, just to be able to cover all of those alts just before they popped off. If you got in those trades, you're going to be up fairly big right now, okay? And also all the questions, I look to get back to those as soon as possible. And one of those trades I gave on the Discord. So if you're not in the Discord, that's linked below in the channel. I was up 1,000%. 1,000% on the trade that I gave on the Discord. I think it was September the 8th. I gave it on the Discord, and I gave specific steps on how to get that. I gave it in the, I did a video on it the very next day on September 9th. So I think I'm up about 600% because I bought a little bit more, but it was a little bit higher. And so make sure you're in the Discord. It's linked in the description below of this video, as is my cheat sheet. Actually, all the links are in my cheat sheet, so check that out as well. Okay, well, we're going to jump into some news, and we're going to look at the charts, and man, there has been some big movers here. Okay, so number one, SUI just keeps getting going. It's now 14 times faster than the Jupiter exchange. SUI will be the best place to trade Salana assets. You can actually trade Salana and Ethereum and stake that via SUI on SUI Lend. So I did talk about SUI Lend and have referred to it. And if you're using the HOP aggregator, which is what we use to buy and sell Blub, until it got into MEXC, well, listen, you're America, you're still having to do that. But those outside of the USA are able to now trade Blub on MEXC, the exchange. And also it's on a new exchange. We'll talk about that for a moment. So SUI and Salana, two, in my opinion, are the best blockchains out there. Well, the two best blockchains, in my opinion. The market continues to push, really liking Tau and SUI. A little bit late to the party, buddy. I've only been talking about it for months. But remember to bank profits, okay? It's all very well to be up, but take profits. And that doesn't mean selling completely out of the position. If you put $100 in and that's now worth 300, just take 100 out and you've still got the left 200 left to run. It's very risky in this. Now we're in the parabolic phase of the bull run from here through to maybe this time next year. If you sell out a position, you may not be able to get back, and you may have to end up buying back higher. And nobody wants to do that. This is where my two-tier and triple threat strategy comes in, where you have a hodl bag. Listen, for my Tau hodl, do you know how much profits I've taken so far? Zero, because I'm not taking profits on Tau and my hodl until it hits 1,000. On my swing trades, you know how often I've taken profits? 2 or 3 times now. Okay, and so and now I'm not bothered, because and then the third one is the day trading, which is the leverage trading, which is I'm going to do a training on that and introduce people to do that and show how to do that, to learn how to do that, and where you can actually get set up for a test account where you can actually trade fake money. So you can practice it. But certainly I am going to bring that education and resource into the Tribal Trades training sector system. Okay, so this is why it works out. Because if you only have a hodl position, you think, oh, it takes some profits, and then it keeps going, you dilute yourself. But if you just have a hodl bag, but you're making money on Tau in your swing position, it doesn't matter that you can be more patient on your hodl position and just take profits further up at 1,000 or 2,000, 3,000. I think it could possibly get to $8,000 to $10,000 Tau in this bull run. I put 3,000 because I want to be conservative, but 8,000, that's at the same market cap of Salana is right now at 65 billion. Okay, and Cardano last bull cycle, which wasn't even close to the blockchain technology that Tau is being an AI, or the tokenomics of 20 million, got to 95 billion. That would take Tau, if it got to 95 billion, the same market cap of Cardano, a fairly, mediocre blockchain in my opinion, can get to about over $10,000 for Tau. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is for education and entertainment purposes only. Are you not entertained? So Tau and Sui, remember to bank in those profits. And I have those triple going. At one point over the last couple of days, I had Tau HODL, Tau Swing, and Tau day trade. I've now switched my day trade over to Salana there, and so I'm in a Salana trade, and we'll show you how that's going in a moment. Okay, we're going to keep jumping through. We got Franklin Templeton and Salana. They are interested there. There is the Sol. It's kind of funny because in the last few years, the Salana price has pumped into the conference. Now the Solana price is pumping at the conference. So it's a little bit different. So 1.3 trillion asset manager Franklin Templeton plans to launch a mutual fund on the Solana blockchain. Bullish. We also have Citibank and Salana here beginning to form a little bit of a partnership here for Citibank. So Citibank is exploring Solana's potential, looking to utilize blockchain technology for seamless money transfers and advanced smart contracts in the future. The bank is the fourth largest bank in the USA. And then you also have what do we also have with Salana? Some of the other breakpoint news there. Right now, Frankendancer is live on the mainnet. You can look into what Frankendancer is. Somebody said, what WTF is Frankendancer? And they put a little bit of a there. But certainly Firedancer is live on the testnet. That's what everybody's been excited. They say that they've achieved 1 million transactions per second in synthetic tests. So we'll see how that shakes out. But that would absolutely send Salana transaction speed and efficiency and the cheapness of it through the roof. So that's bullish for Salana. There's more bullish stuff for Salana. You've got PayPal and Salana. This is all coming from the conference. I'm giving you the best stuff from the conference, so you don't need to be there in person. He says crypto is too big for us to ignore. Ethereum, they said, we don't want to use Ethereum. It isn't fit for payment, so we have chosen Salana. So PayPal have now chosen Salana as their blockchain of choice for payments for the PayPal. That is absolutely massive, and that's a huge blow for Ethereum. And then more bullish news to come out of the Breakpoint conference for Salana is Jupiter plus Apple Pay. So imagine trading on Jupiter. So those of you may not have a Phantom wallet. And if you haven't seen my educational videos, it's how to set up a Phantom wallet. But basically, it's how people are buying and selling the meme coins on Salana before they hit exchanges. It's kind of it's Solana's Sui wallet. Sui has their Sui wallet where we bought and traded Blub, and now we've got Salana has Phantom. And through Phantom, you can access Jupiter. And I do a video called centralized exchanges versus decentralized exchanges. Go watch that out if you're still confused. But essentially, it means you can trade crypto and instead of taking it back to your bank account through the Jupiter exchange, through your Phantom wallet, you don't even have to bring it all the way back to Coinbase. You can just use Apple Pay and credit cards to pay for stuff, and that is absolute game changer. Also for Salana, we have the secret phone that has come out. Last time it was the Saga phone, but now they're kind of doing the secret phone. This is a good video here. Just go to the Salana Twitter there, and this girl gives a great explanation of what is better. It's about 1:44. I'm not going to play through the whole video here, but certainly they've improved it. They've improved the camera. They've improved a whole bunch of stuff. Now it comes with its own inbuilt wallet and so forth, but check that out in your own time. Again, this is very bullish for Salana, which is why I gave the Salana trade. And if you got in the Salana trade when I said you're already up, I gave a second entry for the Salana trade. If you got in that one, then you're already up as well, okay? And so also we have CoinX is now another exchange that has listed Blub, okay? So not just Mexi, but we have CoinX. You probably never heard of CoinX. It's quite a small exchange, but they're listing Blub today as well. And so that should help people that aren't able to get on Mexi. Maybe you can get on CoinX there, exchange. Now, Banana Gun. Okay, so we were in a trade for this, and then there was an export. So I think this would have exploded had there not been an attack. and there's been an issue. And as far as I know, they have not updated since this. So it's been a while. So I'm just taking a break and waiting. Some people see this as a buy the dip. It is, but it's quite risky. So they had so people they say that about fewer than 10 were affected, that where they got some kind of draining of the funds, got hacked and so forth. You can read this yourself. And have a look on the situation. Also read some of the comments there, because there are some people. So that's why you banned me on Telegram after I got tokens drained from my wallet. So there's some positive, there's some negative there, but do your own research on this one. Again, Banana Gun is $10 million market cap. It's in my cheat sheet. It's one of my big ones there. I think they'll resolve this and make this right. So just be careful with your Banana Gun trade. Keep an eye on the price. We will look at the Banana Gun charts in a moment, but certainly that's why we got stopped out of the trade, and that's why I said I'm not getting back in the trade. I'm going to see what shakes out here. All right, so let's jump into the charts here. And so the Ethereum trade, very simple, is just here at 25, about 25.40. I gave the trade on the Discord. It's still not too late to jump in. I put the stop loss in the Discord as well there. And so what we have here, so that's the entry, and then ride that up to 200 EMA on the daily, and that would be your take profit there at about what are we at there? About 2870 for taking profit on there. So that would be, and then the stop loss there at about 2480 would be the stop loss on that one, 2480, which is around, just down around here, 2480. So that's the trade on that. Now, obviously, if you want to get, so that's that one. Obviously, a retest, successful break retest. And then here, and then obviously, if you want to and wait, even more bullish is a break and retest here and get in the trade here at about 2895. So that's the other option there as well. So you can either take this, ride it up. Obviously, if you get stop loss, you get stop lossed out. You can get back in the trade if you want. And then we look to ride it up. But sometimes I wait, and then I wait for this, and then I get in off the 200 EMA on the daily. Quite often, we'll see a rejection here. Particularly being down for so long, we don't see initial breakthrough, and that's why I say to take profit here. If you swing trade it, you can just take some profits here, get back in a little bit lower, or just wait and then go up and then take some more profits here. And if we were to break above 2900, another profit level is where we broke down from, to this cluster here at around about 3,400, which is where I sold my spot Ethereum into Tau and Sui. Isn't that looking like a good trade? And I also sold my Ondo into Sui. And many people say, why did you sell your Ondo into Sui? Now you know why, okay? And here to make money, we just got to do what's best for our bank accounts. Okay, speaking of Ondo, I did give a trade yesterday in the Discord here, and so as you can see with Ondo, it's the trade was at 67 to take the break here of the 50-day moving average. It's now popped up to 69. So a retest of this can get you back in the trade and then ride that up and take profit around 74 cents, okay? But if you want to wait, you can wait until you get up to 74 cents and then break and retest there of 74 cents before getting in the trade. So there's two places to get in the trade. You can get in the trade here at around 68, 67, 68. And look, if you want to be aggressive and think it's going to be fine and go up, that's fine. Go for it. Jump in that trade there for Ondo. Certainly that's starting to wake up, and it's got some, we've got the low and then we've got the higher low here. And so we could just push up a little bit here. So there's an entry there. There's an entry there. And notice the others has started to jump up to that 200 EM on the daily. Certainly a break and retest above that is going to be bullish for the others market. That is the entire crypto market minus the top 10 crypto assets. And as you can see here, with total 3, which is all of the crypto assets minus Bitcoin and Ethereum, so that includes those in the top 10 like Salana, BNB, etc. We have had a break of the 200 EMA on the day. That is mega bullish. A retest here, and this could absolutely crush all the way up to about 630 there on the charts there. So keep an eye out for that. And as you can see with the USD dominance, it is breaking down. What did I say? I saw it coming down to, and this is where we could start to see some people start to take some profits and go back into USDT. So keep an eye. You might want to put a little, I'm going to put a little alert there on USD dominance. So if it comes down to that, then I'll get alerted by that, because that could be a good time to take some more profits on the market there. So I've added an alert on that one there. All right, let's go through some of our coins that and I'm going to have to be real fast here. Are we? Yeah, good. I mean, I said if we drop below this wick here, stopped out, didn't get stopped out. This one here, this one is going to be, so we saw that 50-day moving average, we got rejected by it. Look, break above it, retest, and you're off to the races. So jumping on that one at about $21.50, ride it up, take some profits at about $25, and then if it breaks and retests there, get in at $25 and ride that up to around $28 to $28 region, or wait even higher from where we broke down. There's a breakdown level there, so I wouldn't be surprised if 28 and then come back to 25, get back in, push up again before we go up to $30 there. So there's some good trades to be had there. Banana, we're just going to stay out of this trade for the moment. We're going to see what shakes out. This is where TA goes out the window a little bit. Again, it was pumping, and then bang, we came down. I mean, it was going good. We got in at that $41 level, and bang, we were in profit there on the way up. I think this would have skyrocketed. We're just going to see what shakes out there. So there's no trades to be had currently on Banana, unless you just have some gambling money and you want to risk that. HNT, again, we're starting to see, we've seen a low here. And so this is a very good wick here on the 50-day moving average. So again, if we come back down and retest this at about $6.88, $6.90, then that would be a good opportunity to jump in the trade and then ride that up there. So that's just keep an eye out for that level for HNT if you're taking notes there. Hopefully you are, by the way, taking notes. Casper, a little bit disappointed, but this is what happens when you don't test the wallets that interact. Casware had those user funds got drained. You know, somebody spent $48,000 in gas fees just to make a transaction. That's unacceptable in my opinion. So we could see a little bit more bleed off here for Casper. A good place to enter the trade would be around 16.5 cents with a 50-day moving average, and then maybe look at riding that back up to. I kind of regret not taking profit here, but as soon as that news broke that Casware wallet was had those bugs, we saw the price come down heavy. And if it breaks down from here, have a stop loss under there somewhere, maybe at about 16.2 cents. We could come all the way back down to 15 cents, but that was fairly bearish in my opinion, and we could see Casper struggle a little bit, but you don't know. Maybe it'll just bounce around in here and then take off. We do have a low over there and a higher low, but certainly that's the place to enter the trade for Casper at about 16.5 cents. Into Render. Render is starting to slowly wake up. I'm surprised it hasn't popped a bit. Have they been on stage at Salana and had some news come out? But this is fairly bullish. So the trade that we gave you on Render was to enter the trade at $5. And so if you entered that trade, it went up all the way to $5.45. So that would have been an absolutely fabulous trade had you gotten that. If we come back and retest that $5 level, you might be able to get back in the trade. There is, from the EMA support band, which is the top of this band, if we break over here, it's going to flip green. And it may have already flipped green. Yeah, we've already flipped green here as well. So this was the place to get in the trade around that $5 region. Okay, so now if we can come back and retest Render at about $5.15, that would be an opportunity to get back in the trade at $5.15. Once you get back in at $5.15, you can ride that all the way up to, let's have a look here, $5.15 up to $6.45. So this is a great trade. Certainly, if we get a break and a retest here, you could get in the trade at about $5.35 where we are now. But it looks like we've got some resistance there. So what you'd want to see here is you'd want to see a break and a retest of this, get in the trade here at about $5.30 something there, and then ride that up to that $6.40 odd region there. Okay, jumping into SUI, man, this is Salana. So Salana, I gave the trade on here Man, I'm gifting just some money printing trades here. So what you've got here, I gave the trade here at the 50-day moving average on a break of 140. So if you got in that trade and wrote it up, I wouldn't be surprised if we pushed further up to 160 there. If you're still in the trade that I gave you from 141, you don't have to take profits there. I did. I just saw a couple of candles there that just felt that it may just stall a little bit, and then I took profits. I've got all the profits off the table. Now I'm back in the trade with a stop loss, and I do expect to get back up to around the 160 level there for Salana. And then we saw Sui. Sui is absolutely smashing it right now. And so it's hit that take profit level that I identified at $1.54. So if you wanted to take profits on Sui, yes, that is the time to take them. This is where we broke down from. It's a key Fibonacci level, 154, 155 there. Certainly, I'd love to see this create a bit of a cup and handle. We've got the cup there. And then if we can come down and come back, and we can get maybe back in the trade here somewhere and then create the handle and break off. So we might be able to front run a bit of a cup and handle. I mean, this is pretty parabolic here. We are way away from the 200 EMA at $1. I do expect a cool off or some pause here for Sui, but we could actually go all the way up to this candle. And this is the candle that we broke down from, which is about at $1.70. So either locking in some profits here at $1.55 or locking in some profits here at about $1.70 would be smart. Of course, you can just keep riding this baby all the way up to $2.10. I've got all these mark things down on my cheat sheet, which we'll look at my cheat sheet here, by the way, because what I did was I put completed trades, and then some people saying, hey, we're still in the trade. And I'm like, well, so am I. But I thought some people just might want to be out of the trade. So what I did was I put these trades down here, and these are new trades. So if Sui does pull back, these are new entries. For those of you who aren't in the trade and want to get in the trade, or got out of the trade and want to get back, for those of you who are still in the trade, certainly 154, we've hit our next take profit level. So I've got a sell order in there that would have just hit, and then up there at $1.70. And look, if I feel that it's going to still keep bullish, this is for my swing trades. I haven't touched my HODL. I haven't taken any profit on my HODL bags for Sui or for Tau there as well. So you can see there that we've been able to absolutely slay and smash these there. The entry for Tau was at 230, and we're up at 430, a $200 increase. Okay, but this is why I gave this trade to you for months and months and months. I was telling people, get Tau, load up at 265, load up at 275, like I was, and this has exploded like a rocket ship. We got to come back to Tau here and finish up the show here. Let's get back to Tau. And so, again, this is absolutely taken off like a rocket ship as well. And so these are the areas, to take profit up around that 450 level, which, again, is where you saw that we broke down from that 450 level, and then up at that 570 level is the next area to take profit there, which is actually where we also broke down from there. So that would be and it lines up with a key Fibonacci level as well. And I do have some areas to jump back in the trade. Obviously, if we got back to the 365 level, I will probably put that as an aggressive entry now on the cheat sheet, and then down at 335. So basically some areas that on my swing trade I was able to take some profits on the way up. And that's why I have my swing trade, my HODL, and my day trade bag, so I can get in and out of trades easily. Certainly the 200 EMA on the daily is at 335. That would be some big correction, and I think it would take a bit of a drop by Bitcoin for that to happen. And don't forget about all of the wonderful opportunities you have in airdrops. My son is absolutely loving the Drift Party game. My whole family actually is loving that and spending way too much time on it. And so be careful about that one. Love that. I hope the airdrop on that is huge, but check that out. The link is there to get started on that game. Don't sleep on these games. One of these could end up being life-changing gains. So check those out. There's 10 of them. I'm going to add more there as I investigate some more of these gains. And as always, until the next episode, happy trading.